What is the verdict?
Could be worse. Brenda could be obsessed with tangerine taffeta and bustles.
True. Custom made for somebody else's dreams. It's terrific, though, isn't it, about Sonny and Brenda? They're getting everything they want, right? It's almost enough to renew your faith. Almost.
Things are going to work out for us, too, you know. You believe that, don't you?
Dr. Devlin,
Hi, Frank. Listen, this is the only way to get to Julie's place, right?
yeah, but she's not home yet.
Really? I had something I wanted to discuss with her.
Sorry, can I give her a message?
No, thanks. It's nothing to concern yourself about.
Hey, you know, she has been really upset the past few days.
Dr. Devlin.
Dr. Scanlon, you seem to have a full house here.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, actually, I was just coming to see my daughter, but
Why would your daughter be here?
I assumed you told him.
She told me what?
If there's any chance for us at all, if we have anything left, then you're going to tell me the truth. Joe!
Tilly, hi. You were expecting someone else.
No, come on in. Joe and I were just,
Did I get you out of bed?
No, I couldn't sleep tonight.
Me neither.
Can I get you, I got some popcorn, I got cookies, snacks, some juice, I got...
I'm fine, thanks. This place is nice.
Thanks, yeah, that's right. You haven't seen it yet.
Right.
Right. So, what brings you by?
I think I will take that juice.
Okay.
Remember what I was trying to tell you guys before rounds this morning?
Yeah, I hope it's your secret for how to handle that jerk Devlin.
Not exactly. That jerk is my dad.
Hey, hope you enjoy that shake, because those 45 grams of fat are going to be padding your behind for a long time to come.
Actually, I found a foolproof way to avoid that.
What the hell?
Keep your nose out of my business.
You have just gone too far.
As far as 1252, apartment 2B, Nicolette Place, Minneapolis, etc.
What are you ranting about?
DJ Halverson, my former landlord.
Look, go get me some new scrubs.
He didn't have any trouble remembering you. Well, your phone call anyway. You see, we're still friends. He used to water my plants, kind of had a little crush on me, you know what I mean?
Well, there's no accounting for taste.
He said some slimy loser called him, trying to be my landlord, checking my references. When I heard the word slimy loser, I automatically thought of you. What the hell do you think you're doing?
You were going to tell Julie your fantasy about how I brought her father to town.
Well, if it's all in my head, why worry?
Well, I'm brutally anti-gossip. See, there's this game they play in war. Mutually assured destruction. You had your finger on the button, whereas, well, I lacked button. Now I have button.
So what's the big scoop? I paid my rent on time.
In one of the Twin Cities' fanciest apartment buildings? Ooh, big bucks to shell out for a med student all by her lonesome.
I never met a dollar I couldn't spend. Oh, no. Oh, my, you mean... Don't tell the others. If they found out I had extravagant taste, why, they'd probably never talk to me again.
Not much of a shocker, is it?
Not even 9 volts. Dr. Lambert. Yeah, all right, we're on it. Nielsen and 614 spiked a fever. We have to do a sepsis workup.
Okay. You know, I was thinking maybe you're right. Who cares about your luxury apartment? Of course, what do you think the others will say when they find out you were sharing it with Dr. Devlin?
It was Julie's news to tell, not mine or yours.
Wait a minute. It's an old habit. For 20 years, I've never hidden the fact that she's my daughter.
Julie's... Our Julie? The Julie that lives downstairs?
Yes. Well, it's late, and I'm going to be leaving before I do any more damage. Just tell her I came by, would you?
Yeah, I sure will. Oh, that self-serving son of a... He knew she hadn't told anyone.
Yeah, well, except you. How long did you know that Julie was Devlin's daughter?
I don't know, a couple of months, maybe.
And when was I going to find this out?
When and if she decided to tell
Wait a
you.
second, Frank. I work with her. She lives in our house. We're in competition for the same residency, and you don't have the decency to tell me?
Take it up with her.
No, I'm taking it up with you.
Look, she was going to tell everyone on her own time.
Oh, she sure as hell coasted through rounds today, and now I know why.
She doesn't even want him here.
It's a real strain on her, isn't it?
She was afraid you'd resent her. Make assumptions. I guess she was way off the mark on that one, huh, Joe?
I meant jerk in the nicest, most positive way.
I'm familiar with his reputation. It's okay.
This is major, Julie.
I didn't think anyone would find out, but then he just showed up. And I didn't summon him here to get a leg up in this rotation. I couldn't believe it when he walked in the door.
Wow, Ben Devlin is your dad.
Yes.
I thought you got off the hook at rounds because of your dimples. I guess it's because of your genes.
He thought he was helping, but if he had any idea how obvious he was being...
Julie Devlin.
I went by Julie Morris to keep people from thinking exactly what you're thinking now.
Which is?
I've always had it easy.
Actually, I was thinking how difficult it must be to live up to his expectations.
Thanks.
And even though I wish I had known, it's no big deal.
Just like that?
Of course, I'm in no position to judge anybody.
Is something wrong?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I've been keeping something to myself, too.
You want to tell me about it?
Remember that trip I took to San Francisco to see my husband?
I'd expect this from Ramsey, but not Julie.
Could you just shut up for a minute and
I
listen?
can't believe she did this to us. Today, at rounds, everybody got roasted like a pig on a spit. Everybody except Julie.
And how does this make your bad day her fault?
Because that miserable SOB treated Karen like hell.
Oh, wait a minute. Back up. Karen? About how much of this has to do with Julie?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's better to know than not know. That's what they always say.
How do you feel about Jagger?
He was the love of my life.
Was?
Is. I don't know. I thought we'd grow old together, you know. And when we started growing apart, I couldn't believe it. And I kept saying to myself, this isn't happening. It's not. I love him so much. It couldn't be.
It must hurt when someone you love changes.
Yeah, but you know what's even scarier? Is when you realize you're changing, too.
Changing how?
Well, I'm still married, right? But there's someone else. I can't stop thinking about Joe Scanlon. I don't know if I want so much anymore. Just little dreams.
How about none at all? You know what they say, no expectations, no disappointment.
I somehow thought you of all people would understand.
Why not the happy ending? Serena's safe, Scott didn't run away with her.
I don't know, I guess for just a moment of time, you know, I thought that it was possible for me to get everything I wanted. We were waiting for our baby. We'd gotten Serena back from those horrible people. And we talked Scott into staying in Port Charles. And then poof, just in a blink, in just a breath, we lost our baby. And Danielle comes forward claiming to be Serena's mother. And Serena, I don't know what will happen. I don't know if she'll just be gone again. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can be brave anymore.
Lucy, I'll take honesty over bravery any day.
I can honestly say I want you. And worlds could collide, and continents shift and dock. I will always want you. That will never change.
I know that.
I don't like being afraid. I used to be so brave.
You're still brave.
Oh, are you kidding? I jump at my own shadow. I see men lurking everywhere, you know, and I cling to you. You must have felt me grab onto you when we're sleeping at night. That is, if we can sleep. I can't sleep. I go around when I wake up to each room, you know. I peek in to make sure everybody's safe and everybody's in their little place and it's okay. I keep thinking some terrible disaster just going to swoop down. I'm waiting for that swoop down on us or the people that we love.
Lucy, I wish I could look into my crystal ball and give you a faultless future.
I would just love to have a couple of really nice days.
You know, it doesn't get any more flawless than this. What's that? I see something. It's oh. It's our immediate future. Right after Sonny and Brenda's wedding, we go to Manhattan and take advantage of park views and room service, and then we start reconstructing your old perspective and maybe even laying a blueprint for our own happy ending.
That sounds so wonderful. But I can't stop worrying about Serena and Scott and Victor and even...
Shh. You're fine. This is our time.
Everybody's searching for answers. Everybody tries to find some meaning in their lives. Where do we belong? Who will be our shelter? Looking for salvation, a haven from the storm. We all need something to believe in. We all need a light to see us through. We all need something to believe in. I found something to believe in you. I was like a wayward ship drifting out to nowhere, tossing in the raging waters, trying to find my way home. You must be an angel watching over me, with loving arms my harbor. Now I know I'm not alone. We all need something to believe in.
You think you're smart? You don't know anything.
Well, I know that Devlin was a visiting lecturer at your med school at exactly the same time you were living it up in your fancy apartment. And that look you had on your face when Julie told you Devlin was sticking around. Ooh, Panic City.
You need a nightlife, Ramsey.
Oh, I could never measure up to you. Eve Lambert, go right to the head of the class.
So he lectured at my school a couple times. Big deal. And even if your sick fantasies were true...
Which they aren't, right?
And you went ahead and tried to tell everybody, so what do you have? Chance to make me look like a slut? Who cares? You would crush poor Julie, who still thinks her father is the last of the full-time monogamists, followed by Devlin's single-handed destruction of your career for knocking him off the pedestal Julie had him on.
You know, just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I'm joking. I will do whatever it takes to get where I want to be.
I don't get you. You are an awesome doctor. Why do you have to play all these games?
Oh, and you weren't playing games when you were playing house with Devlin, right?
You're pathetic.
Has anybody seen Dr. Morris?
Off duty. Hours ago.
In that case...
Sir, if I could have a minute? You know, it's such a privilege to have you working here at GH. I'd have to kick myself if I didn't take advantage of your insights and expertise.
Ramsey, isn't it?
I was hoping maybe we could have lunch.
Alan's already booked my schedule to capacity.
I see. Well, maybe some other time.
Doctor.
Yes, sir.
Breakfast at the Port Charles Grill, 7:30.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell me this has nothing to do with
Frank,
Karen.
just lay off.
What is up with you?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I can tell.
Look, I can't do it anymore.
What did you do?
Nothing I actually did.
Father McNulty always said, sin in your thoughts or your deeds
is still sin.
Yeah.
Right, well, then I guess I've been doomed to hell ever since we started working together.
Impure thoughts, huh?
It's got to stop. I mean, we work together.
I guess it's better than torturing yourself on a one-way street.
It's not a one-way street anymore. No, I didn't do anything exactly. I mean, I left. Just don't ask how.
Which accounts for your mood when you got here.
I mean, she's married, you know, and it doesn't matter how she feels about me. She still wants to work on the marriage. She still wants to stay married.
I'm sorry, man.
And when I was under suspension, the hardest thing about it was seeing everything that I ever dreamed about, everything that I ever worked for my entire life, right there in front of me. And knowing I may not get it. As bad as that was, it doesn't even compare to how I felt tonight.
Did I just say that I can't stop thinking about Joe?
Oh, do we laugh or cry? I mean, oh, what are you gonna do?
I just want to be happy. I just want to live a happy life. Is that wrong?
Of course it's not wrong. Whatever you decide, I'm with you.
And thanks for telling me about your dad.
I'm gonna tell everybody, one at a time. Could you keep this to yourself until I do?
Yeah, sure, of course. And what I just told you...
Goes no further.
I mean, I know that you and Frank are kind of...
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well, try and get some sleep.
Okay, is your dad leading rounds tomorrow?
Yeah, he didn't really have time, but when I told him how much fun we all had, he worked it into his schedule.
You're twisted.
Call me if you need me.
Okay. I can't do this anymore. I can't wait for you to send up some kind of a signal while I try to save this marriage, or lack thereof. I know your superiors have forbidden you to contact me, but you have to break the rules just this once. More than anything, I want to know that you're not having an affair. I never thought you were a saint, but the one thing I could count on was Jagger's never going to hurt me. I don't know what's going on, or what I want, or how I feel anymore. We really did love each other once upon a time. We were going to be different, beat the odds, and stay in love forever. Guess forever's not as long as it used to be. Tell me something. happened or that Fran lied. But tell me the truth. I deserve that. And our life together depends on it. Love me.
Tonight, after Home Improvement at a special time, Dan Aykroyd is a preacher who proves God must have a sense of humor. It's the return of Soul Man. Then catch a second Home Improvement followed by Spin City. ABC tonight.